Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today I'm returning to Cold Waters, the new real-time strategy game by Killerfish Games. Well, strategy may be the wrong word, but it's a new real-time combat, real-time third-person combat game, which puts you in command of nuclear submarines in a hypothetical Third World War in either 1968 or 1984. Now, in this video, I'm returning to a series that's been going on for a couple of hours now, in which I'm the commander of a USS Skipjack-class submarine, and we are hunting an enemy task force. With that being said, this little intro is just sort of a preface. I know some people have said, hey, why don't you do a little bit more than just posting the live streams you've been doing lately? I've been live streaming a lot the last week, every single night for the last 7 days or so. And, it's been very well received. We've got usually anywhere between 60 to 100 people watching us constantly every night from about 10 p.m. Central until, around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. I love seeing everybody out there. However, this channel is not strictly speaking a live stream channel. And my intent is not going to be to post every video just as it was in the live stream. I've had complaints where I've edited videos and added alternative commentary in the past. I've also had complaints where videos are just the live stream audio. I personally, I hear both sides of the coin. I understand both sides. And my viewpoint is, I'm going to do what I enjoy doing because it's my channel. But that being said, I enjoy making content that people want to watch, want to enjoy. And I think sort of the niche of my channel historically has been sort of that historical narrative, that historical commentary, talking about things as, from a educational perspective as well as playing a game while doing so. So this video is another example of looking at the live stream, and the bulk of this video will be using the live stream audio. I'm just letting you know that in some of the future videos, not all of them, but some of the future videos, I'm going to mix it up a bit. So from time to time, I'll have a live stream video where it's cut and pasted just as it was in the stream and right into the channel. And what I'm also going to mix in is this is kind of an interesting game in that there's a lot of historical facts and information around it. So we've got Udaloy class destroyers, we've got Skipjack class submarines, we've got a lot of interesting pieces of technology that I think would be fun to talk about while playing the game. And it's difficult to know a subject or a history well enough to be able to talk on the fly extremely knowledgeably about it. So what I'm going to be doing here, and that's not going to be the case for this video, is I'm going to be including some videos with live stream audio and then including some videos where I very clearly say, hey, listen, in this video, I'm going to talk about the Skipjack class submarine, or in this video, I'm going to talk about the Los Angeles class submarine, and do sort of a fun sort of, here's what the ship was about, here's its history, here's how it's used, here's how it, performed, here are some events it ran into, here's how it shows up in popular culture, all while playing the game while looking at the Los Angeles class. Or looking at the Narwhal class submarine, which was, very much a one-off single ship, but it was kind of a derivative of the Sturgeon, but a little bit different in that it was really a test bed for a lot of interesting technologies, talking a little bit about that. So mixing that kind of interesting discussion and knowledgeable discussion in with the live stream. Again, it won't be happening all the time, but it's going to be something I'm going to mix in rather than continuing to post hour-long clips from the live streams. I also will be probably shortening these up to 30 minutes per video. I've been basically posting hour-long segments the last week, and again, they've been really well received, but I think it may make sense to cut them down, do a little bit of editing, and polish things a little bit. I'm not going to just show you the best hits, if you will. I will edit videos somewhat. If there's a 20-minute segment of nothing happening, I'll probably edit it down. But one of the pieces I really enjoy about this game is that sort of sit on your edge of your seat and not know what's going to happen piece to it. And I don't want to remove that by sanitizing it too much and making it seem like a first-person shooter where action's occurring every other second. With that being said, guys, we're about 4 minutes in, so I'm going to jump into the stream. I will meet you back up at the end of the stream to talk a little bit more about what's next. If that's what you'd rather hear about, just jump to the last 5 minutes or so of the video. Oh, I went too fast. Car is much closer than we thought. Yeah, it's definitely, you can see the really faint line here. You've got these lines here. Definitely an Udaloy. The Kara we've got a very good fix on. She's only 12 kilometers out. And this blue circle, I assume, is the enemy chopper. Here's the Kara. Only moving 11 kilometers. Or 11 knots. A real desire is to get a better fix on this Udaloy. Anyone have any recommendations on how to get a better fix? He's kind of off to my side, if this contact's to be believed. So, I don't know if changing depth would help. Yeah, the car is a guided missile cruiser. At least there's no bear. I don't see a bear bomber in here anywhere. We're slowly getting a better fix on the Udaloy. So it may just be a matter of waiting a little bit. It's also moving slowly. I think I'm going to turn toward the Udaloy a bit. So that way when I fire my torpedo, I can use the wire. So is this far right square here, you guys? Is this controlling where I want the torpedo to go? So like right now, if it's pointed to the right, it's moving level. Here it's a surface, you know, it's moving toward the surface, and here it's moving toward the floor. Does anyone know how that works? It's actually a pretty good solution now on the Udaloy. I think we might want to fire on it now. He is actually closing with us. He's not heading away. Thank you, Tortuga, for confirming that. Okay, so I think we're about where we want to be in terms of... This is going to be an interesting idea. I'm going to fire a Moss off to the right. Try and distract him. Especially given that... Oh, shit. Where's that chopper going? Let's wait for a second. He's going to come right overhead of us. I don't want to fire right as he's there. Although he's flying level, he's not dipping at the moment, so maybe now is actually a good time to fire. Alright, Moss in the water. We'll wait 10 seconds and then fire on the Udaloy. And then once I do that... Actually, let's fire here. Yeah, those are both coming away from me. Did I not tell that guy to go up? I thought I did. Oh shit. Rocket torpedo inbound. Well, he knows we're here. Might as well make him go active. Did I hear something splash behind us? Where are we? Oh shit! He's too high. He's gonna have to circle around a bit. God damn. Okay, so the Udaloy sunk. So at least that... Oh, no. Oh, no! We're dead, folks. Lost with all hands. It was just 2 warships, too. There was no transports. For fuck's sake. All that hard work, all that effort to try and be a little bit smarter. He caught me by a little bit of surprise, and frankly, the torpedo dropped in on me much more accurately than I was expecting. Thought I had a little bit more time for the torpedo to before it would readjust, before I had to start maneuvering again. Um, ugh. My poor, poor campaign. Sub sunk. Russians win. So we survived 4 days. Whoever predicted 30 some odd earlier, you're wrong. We sunk a warship. We sunk 3 submarines. Total of 17,000 tons, all warship tonnage. And, yeah, Marco Ramius dies at the hands of his countrymen. Cypher, I know that's your viewpoint, but you were wrong in the previous battle where you wanted me to go to flank and the enemy torpedo never even heard me. I think you were probably right here, if only because there was no layer to hide under. I think the tactics really have to depend on the conditions. No, that's no kill cam. Anybody know, can you save a campaign? Like, I don't see a save option, so if I was to start a new campaign tonight, would I be able to continue it tomorrow if I was still alive? Because there's really, like, there's no... I don't know how that works. I'm not done yet, John. I think I've got at least another hour in me. No, the single missions don't do it for me. Let's do a campaign. Let's go ultra high tech. Let's go LA. How do you spell Mancuso's last name? Bart Mancuso? Looking at you chat. Thanks for checking in, Tortypuss. Look to see you around. Bart Mancuso. That's Bart Mancuso's boat. All right, we're gonna go with an LA class. Maybe they'll give us the Dallas. No, the Buffalo. Shucks. Okay. Um.
See, gotta get those communists, you see? My name's Ronald Reagan. I smash.
Did they exist in 1984?
Reagan smash.
Okay, so it looks like a Spetsnaz commando force is going to be the way this one opens, just like the last one. Hopefully we don't go active and blow our ballast right away. Let's see. So this war apparently starts in December, and we're in an LA class. So I'm actually going to take a real, like, maybe a minute break. I'll throw an advertisement at you because I'm a capitalist pig. Watch it or not, whatever. And I'll be back. I'm just gonna rest my vocal cords as I drink some beer and be right back. These Chinese sons of bitches are going down. But I am late tired. Okay. All the ads are stopped, so I will make sure that I go ahead and by the way, anytime I very rarely throw ads in my videos in these kind of streams, but when I do, I always make sure to wait until it says it's done playing for everybody before I resume. So I'll usually do that between missions or what have you. All right, guys. So we are the USS Buffalo. We are going to get going here. We're going to cast off an anchors. Actually, let's review our weapons loadout. So we've got 16 Mark 48s, 2 Mosses. I want more Mosses. So let's... We'll hold 12 Mark 48s. We'll hold... I'm going to unload 2 harpoons. So we'll hold 14 48s, 6 Mosses, and 6 harpoons. Alright, cast off, anchors away. Oh shit. Where am I going? What town are they going to drop the commandos in? Can you guys remind me where the commandos are going? Is it... I don't know where it is. Where am I going, guys? I assume it's this Russian sub here. I'm just going to engage it. When I do click ads, it doesn't go to everybody, guys. It's first of all, if you have ad blocker, obviously you won't see it. Second of all, it doesn't show one for every single person. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Party Commissar. I really appreciate it. I should get you I don't know how you like award people for giving funds. I rarely troll for donations or anything like that, but I feel like I should get you something because you've donated to me once before, and I really appreciate it, man. All right, so we are looking at USS Buffalo 715. We're north of the Norwegian coast. We're at 900 feet, 26 knots. There's a layer at 333 feet. Stormy and high winds, so a lot of ambient noise. It looks like it's going to be primarily a sub fight because that's what we saw on our map. I assume this is the commando carrying subs. They always seem to be whiskeys for what it's worth. And we're going to go ahead and close to 20 kilometers and start our fight. I'm immediately going to switch into silent running and see if we've got a contact or if we pick something up or what happens here. I will try to continue being awesome, Party Commissar. I will hopefully start becoming awesome at some point in time in this game. Oh, geez. Thank you, Spencer. um, I don't think I've ever received more than one donation in my life, so you guys rock. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you, guys. Um, yeah, I don't even know what to say, other than let's kill some frickin' Ruskies, right? All the pressure now. I think what you guys are doing is you're donating to help me afford my next boat, because we all know that I'm about to sink again. All right, let's adjust course a bit. We are at 318 feet. I think the layer, the floor is only at 400 feet. I thought it said there was a layer in that preview, but apparently just a surface floor. And it's storming out. All right, let's adjust course a bit. Party Commissar, I'm gonna have to let the Politburo know that a Party Commissar is funding Western imperialist submarine development. They may not think kindly of you. Well, thanks, Spencer. I'm glad you're enjoying things so far. I'm always open to suggestions on what you guys would like to see played as well. I actually got an email for an upcoming RTS. I don't do a ton of RTSs, but it's an upcoming game in a series that I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but basically asking if I would consider doing like a preview series for the game before it comes out. So I'm always looking at new things and looking at kind of branching out a bit. I'm really enjoying Cold Waters so far. It's kind of a slow play. So it's not, it's certainly not an FPS or anything like that, but it's a lot of fun, and it's challenging, obviously. I'm playing on normal difficulty. I know I've talked to a few people who've switched it over to easy because, they just have a hard time staying alive. Maybe I'd consider doing that, but I think part of the appeal of this game is just, for me, just how difficult it is. It's not Jane's Fleet Command because you only command a single submarine. But it definitely has some similarities. I would say it's more like a better, more detailed version of Tom Clancy's SSN. Where the hell is this guy? Don't tell me this guy beached himself too. Hmm. Nice, Patrick. Let's secure from silent running. I'm gonna swing out west a bit, see if I can pick anything up. The whiskeys, I assume, can be quiet because they're diesel boats. So I'm guessing it's another whiskey. I don't really want to go active. I don't want to invite an enemy attack. Let's do this. I have no idea what is out there, but firing off a noisemaker or a simulated submarine might maybe get the enemy to reveal themselves. Maybe they'll try and ping it or something. The noisemakers, or the decoys, seem to be more effective on enemy submarine torpedoes. They don't seem to be very effective in luring out enemies to start trying to ping or anything like that. Maybe the Soviet sonar is just so bad. Cypher, obviously you haven't played enough enough Silent Hunter. You need to be aggressive at all times, or at least that's what I'm told the joke is. That's kind of the annoying thing is like, all right, you've detected an enemy contact, closed a range, and oh, just kidding, there's no enemy contact around. It's hard for me to say if the campaign missions have been too similar because I die so early in the campaign. If we're being honest, ADT. I would say I enjoy it a lot. Yes, the missions are relatively repetitive. You've got to engage the enemy Spetsnets. You've got to sink the enemy tenders. You've got to sink the invasion fleet of some NATO base. Those are the 3 I've run into so far. Was that 3? I lost count. But that being said, I still have enjoyed it. And I know there are other missions. There's land attack missions, I think. There's SEAL insertion missions, I believe. I know there is because I've gotten one of those as well. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends. You know, everybody has a different value on their game, and I try and avoid too much of the, you know, a game is worth XYZ or, you know, it's not worth XYZ because, in my opinion, a lot of games out there are like, you know, I'm not rich or anything, but a lot of games out there are $50. Like, okay, but if I ever wanted to go to a sporting game and I was going with my wife, like, it would be the same, it would be more than that. So, you know, if I get 10 hours, 20 hours, 40 hours out of a game and I only get 3 hours when I go to a, you know, a Brewers game, you know, to everybody it's a different value. There is no multiplayer. I don't think they intend to add it, but I could be wrong. No vessels nearby. So there aren't any vessels nearby. And the only weapon nearby is my moss, which... Okay, so I just wasted that? Literally, I just wasted this damn thing. Alright. So I'm using time compression to get out of this mission, because apparently I went into a mission where there's no enemy around. Silent Hunter is a lot of fun. It's a really big challenge. I've always enjoyed it. I found myself playing the Grey Wolves mod again, maybe like 6 months ago. I've never really showed it off on my channel. What I'd really like to do, and what I was hoping I'd be able to do with this game, because of kind of the quicker, more mission focused, was kind of create like a couple of videos that then you create into like a fake documentary or a fake story, like as if you're speaking from the captain's voice. About their missions, kind of sort of the Star Trek captain's log, blah, 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 and sort of build this sort of story around it. So there were 2 enemy submarines nearby, but apparently I couldn't detect them. Great. Terror in Faroe Islands. Numerous large explosions have erupted in and around the Faroe Islands. At first assumed to be a Soviet-era cruise missile strike, questions arise as several witnesses at the scene confirmed heavy gunfire. Security at many NATO allied military installations has been under scrutiny in light of recent events. In particular, many of the major air and naval bases of Western Europe, which form the backbone of the West's security, have been labeled as vulnerable. Oops. Alright, so the enemy is going to launch an amphibious attack at Oslo, Norway. Task force with landing ships is leaving Murmansk now. You must intercept and destroy this force before the landing occurs. Nav ops is depending on you. No other ships or aircraft are in position to intercept the enemy in time. Of course. It is us and us alone. I'm using an LA class. I already died in the skipjack. No sturgeon today. New. Voice commands? You can give voice commands in this game? Oh, okay. In a world where every other submarine does not exist, and the Soviets are invading Western Europe, only one submarine stands between the West and collapse. Come with us and witness the USS Buffalo versus the Soviet Union. So we don't know if, do we know if the surface force, if they're going for Oslo, are they going to come from the are they going to come from the Baltic, or are they going to come from the Barents? Okay, West Germany's being overrun. Because, like, I'd love to intercept them further north on the Norwegian coast. But I guess if I fail to destroy them all, the way the game works is you just fail the mission instantly, which is kind of stupid. Alright, so we don't have a recent contact with them. So I guess we'll fall back toward NATO a bit, or Oslo a bit. Okay. So Norway's being attacked, so the Russians have some tanks up here. Alright, here's the invasion force. For sure. Okay, our depth. See, I don't know to trust this, because last time it said our depth was 900 feet, and it said there was a layer, but if there is a very strong thermal layer, that is going to be a very good thing. Hey, what do you guys think? If we've got a strong thermal layer, do we have the ability to fire harpoons and quickly maneuver and get out of there before the enemy has a chance to pick us up? Is that layer going to be strong enough for us to use harpoons? Because I would love to use them. They will make sinking a surface fleet so much easier. But I just worry about killing myself doing so. Always be aggressive. See, we're at 430 feet. The floor's at 510. Although there's a very strong layer at 22. There are vessels nearby, unlike last time. Question is where? What's this? Anyone know what this means? What's the worst that could happen? I think the answer to that is plenty. Alright. Enemy contact detected. Let's turn toward it a bit. Let's see what she is. Is this an escort or is it one of the naval vessels? He's an alligator. Alligator LST. Alright, another ship much closer in. Is this an Oodaloi? I don't think so. It's just something different. It's a Cashin. DDG, Guided Missile Destroyer. This one might be an Oodaloi. Do you have to sink the whole thing or just the transports to win? By the way, is there a back button as you cycle through all this? Alright, so let's see. We've got 61%, 85%, 45, 36. Got some sonar coming in from other directions. No good fix, it doesn't seem. We are below the layer. There's a magnetic anomaly detector, and there's also a chopper. Now, my hope would be because we're in Norwegian waters, it's harder for them to get a fix on us from a magnetic perspective. That's my main issue with this, is it's like, oh, by the way, the enemy fleet just happens to be over top of you, and do you want to fight now? Like, give me some breathing room to navigate and approach. I think it would make the game much more interesting, maybe less fast-paced, but even if it was just a setting that let you control your approach. There's some sonars coming from out this way. I don't think they're all... Not a bear, though. What is that? So that's a chopper. What maritime patrol aircraft is this? It looks like a Soviet E3, P3. I'm assuming down here is the magnetic anomaly detector. Hearing a little bit of active sonar now. The alligator we've got a really good fix on. New contact. It looks like another LST. I'm going to fire off 3 torpedoes at these 3 landing ship targets. Got good fixes on all 3. I think the invasion fleet consists of just 4. Level off. See if this works as a tactic. Firing the moss off to the side. I just don't understand why that wire breaks right away. I've got 2 wires going at least. apparently reloading your torpedoes also cuts your wire, which I don't understand. Just makes no sense to me. I'll stop. Good call, guys. That makes sense. Hopefully those torpedoes have enough guidance to get there. Weird that my solutions on all these things got much worse. That thing just flew right over top of me. Does this thing carry torpedoes or just sonar buoys and a mad detector? That's still mine. I should have told them to rise shallow. Or did I? They all have the up button. Maybe they are moving shallow. These things should be about ready to go active. My torpedoes are like fighters in formation. Cashin's over here. We've got a good fix on it. Krivak. Okay, this one's obviously engaged something. I hope all three torpedoes don't engage the same target. They're all pretty closely looped together. I tried to overshoot one. Like one of my torpedoes is destroyed, blew up or something. Or at least we lost him. So let's move. Alright, something's moving. They must have gotten a fix on us. Do we accelerate, you guys? What do you guys think? Accelerate and start dodging? Or wait to see what this thing does? Ah, looks like multiple torpedoes at this enemy ship, this single enemy ship. It's my moss. So there's a fish in the water here, it's pinging. just the one. Well, now that we cavitated to give away our position. Alright, we're about to get above the layer. Up chart. I'm saying dive. Why are we still going up? Why are we still going up? Oh, shit. I was hitting the wrong goddamn button. Well, that's bad. Fuck. Propulsion offline requires repair at port, sir. Well, we're screwed. And... Actually, it looks like propulsion was only damaged, it wasn't destroyed. They can still detect you with active sonar, guys, even if you don't have propulsion. Where is this pinging? You just don't see something. Oh shit, above us. Like, I hear a torpedo, I don't see it. Ah! Damn it! Suppose this is one way to eliminate torpedoes as a threat. How are we not flooding? I'm just kind of firing torpedoes at this point and praying. I don't know how we're still alive with a 4% hull. I would have expected it to crush us. Abandoned ship! So we sank one alligator. We were sunk. And we're captured. The end! For fuck's sake. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of Cold Waters, the submarine simulation that I've been playing for the last few days. What I did want to say, though, at the beginning of the video is that while this is the end of this series, I didn't want to spoil it too much. While this is the end of this series, we are going to be starting a brand new series for Cold Waters that's going to be looking at a new commander, and I've really started to, if you've been watching the streams the last 2 or 3 days, I've really started figuring out how to play effectively. So I'm hoping you guys will join us for that, because things have been going a lot better as of late, and you know, I think there have been quite a few enjoyable videos, and I'm going to try and mix in, again, I'm going to talk about some history, I'm going to talk about some ships, I'm going to talk about some technology, all while playing the game, and then also continuing to mix in videos that include just live stream commentary as well. So a little bit of more of a mix. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I hope you enjoyed the video as always, and until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.